Welcome back to Beyond the Boundary Road. I'm Kitty Cara, and joining me is Danny Doyle, Cultural Facilitator. Hi Danny. He's here once again to take us through the ancient tracks of Brisbane, and today we're going to explore the significance of hawthorn. So Danny, tell us a bit about hawthorn.
Well, hawthorn's on the pathway towards Wynnum, and on the way down to Bulimba, Balmoral area as well. So down the hill, which is now Lord's Hill, is the hawthorn area, and the big hawthorn park that's down there. They've got a really big oval. If you know the old picture theatre?
Yes.
Yeah. All that area down the bottom of that hill, at the base of the hill, was a very large camp site.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it still floods today. It's a very low-lying area. But the great thing about it was that so many people camped down there with common sense in mind, because the hill's right behind them.
Yeah.
And if it decides to flood, they will just go up the hill. But down the bottom of the hill, with the food and the reeds and the things you could see in the waters and the swamps, not so far away there would be a chain of waterholes as well at other places that are called different names now, like Balmoral and areas like that.
So did people visit the place like they did in some of the other spots we've talked about? Or
Yes, absolutely. There are people going to and from.
Yeah.
Always going to and from that area. So, like I said, it's the pathway leading out towards Wynnum, which is that we know as Wynnum today.
Okay.
Yeah. There was obviously a ceremony area that they could go to, the higher up the hill they went. That area now is called Lord's Hill today.
Okay, where the school is?
Yeah, there's a school there, yes.
Okay.
If they wanted to go fishing,
Yeah.
they could do it either way. They could grab a lot of the barks and reeds to make great nets out of, as I've got something here.
Yeah.
And this would be like a great fishing line, this little thing that I'm weaving up itself.
Okay.
This is very strong.
And what are you making that out
Yeah.
of?
And this is a little bit of raffia right now.
Okay.
Yes, that I've got, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's either raffia, it's not raffia, it wasn't raffia back there, of course, because we didn't have it. Obviously around this area, we want to use the cotton tree or the spear tree. That's the best one. And it's nice and long,
Yeah.
so we'd be able to weave them together.
Yeah.
And so many people camping in the one area, they would grab two-handed nets, and we would just move in towards each other and hunt the fish into there, and they'd come up with a couple of hundred fish.
And what about fruits? There's something we haven't really spoken about, is the fruit trees and, the kinds of food that people would eat apart from the fishing. There'd be...
Something that a lot of people don't talk about for the Brisbane area is nardoo. Nardoo is one of the little ground covers, grows close and in the wet areas.
Yeah.
And it was fed to maybe the two that didn't take anybody with them when they went exploring. I think they were Burke and Wills. Mm-hmm. Yep. So they by the time they ended up getting helped by the local Aborigines, where they were already starving to death. Mm-hmm. So they would only receive the nardoo because they seemed to like it.
Okay.
And you get the nardoo, it's you pick it up when it's brown.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all underneath the roots. So there's these tiny little...
like little bulbs or something?
Little bulbs, yeah, on the stem, underneath it, like the roots.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you grab a good lump of that, and then you have to get the right ones. If you get them while they're green still, it doesn't really go down too well.
Okay.
Yeah, so they mush them all up and prepare them and give them to these explorers there.
I've never heard of nardoo.
It's not a bad...
Have you tasted it? You would have eaten it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And we've even got like scurvy weed as well.
Oh.
Green leaf, it's a ground cover again, and it has a little blue flower on it. And everybody just sprays it like weeds and stuff around the gardens. But when the settlers saw us eating all of that food, they decided that they would try it out, and they discovered that it was high in vitamin C.
Yeah, that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And is it
and it's
common?
Great for your salad.
Is
it's
it
all
common
over the
in
place.
Brisbane now still?
Still common in Brizzy.
And nardoo as well, obviously?
Nah.
No.
Nardoo, you got to search wide for it. It might be around the wetlands area.
Okay. So last time we talked about the bungle fern as well. So I guess there's all these swampy sort of and ground cover foods that people can eat if they know what they're eating.
The mangroves were everywhere. Tea trees.
Can you eat anything from a tea tree, like the tea trees and the melaleucas?
The sap. The sap on paper barks or tea trees in particular. Everybody's hungry for that one. If you see that one, then it's like, I hope they didn't see it. And then you run up there and you grab it and you take it as much as you can and straight down the hatch.
Is that right? You can eat the sap?
The sap is very medicinal.
Okay.
And it's one of the nicer saps to eat.
And does it taste like tea tree, I guess, with that tea tree flavour, a minty kind of flavour?
I get a bit of a, not a mint, a slight eucalyptus.
Yeah, okay. Yeah?
But a bit of a dry as well. It's like it dries my tongue out a little when I take it down.
Sounds good.
It's very nice.
Yeah. And are there still a lot of those trees around the Hawthorne area?
There are. Yeah. Today there's, all along the roads, there's paper bark trees all along there.
I think that's all we've got time for. Again, goes quick.
Does, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks everyone for joining us today. Next week we're going to keep going and head over to Bulimba. So thanks for watching Beyond Boundary Road, and don't forget to explore the land that you live on. Thank you.